Well, I was over here scoping this area and everything. I've worked a lot of this area all around here. Even roped that off and everything. I found a bunch of coins over there. Seemed to got an unusual hit. It hits a little weak. It hits from one direction but strong from the other. It's down there. Now going down the hill might be a problem. I haven't checked that side over there yet. And everything. I'm not very good at working on hills anyway. But seems to be pointing straight that way somewhere. I haven't triangulated it yet and everything, but I'm about to triangulate now and everything. So let's just tune this thing up. Let's just go for a nice little 4, 4.5. And everything. Got it on silver mode. There's the hit. There's the hit again. Come back the other way, it hits. Just repeat it no matter which way I come from. So we got a hit straight that way. I'm going to pick that little clump of trees out. It looks like a double clumper with a pine right behind it. And everything. I'm going to step over here just a little ways. You can tell I've worked this area a little bit up here before. Now you see that little clumper and that pine right back there. So we're going to come over this way. We're going to see if it shoots down past that pine and everything. I mean, if it's past that pine and everything, it's down in distance. If it gets anywhere up in here, it's probably before the tree and everything. Let me just move this way. I don't want to hit my bike and stuff over there. Metal detector. Alright. Get this thing balanced. It hits again. Hits again. Alright. I'm going to try it from another angle. I don't know if it's on this side of the double clumper or that side. It's not off in the distance. Oh, wait a minute. That's something in my bag. There we go. We'll come this way. There we go. Settle it in. Alright, I seem to be getting a jerk that way, but that could be my detector or something else there. Let me put the smoke out. So what we got to do is, you know what? I'm just going to walk it in. Shorten this up a little bit. Just going to walk, and when I pick up the field, there it is again. There it is. I think it's just on the other side of that clump of tree right there and everything. In between this one here and the pine tree. So I'm just going to walk like I'm doing a boxing method. So we're going to do it like this. Alright, she's starting to turn. And she's pointing behind me now. So we're going to raise her back up. She seems to be pointing right there. Wants to point that direction. Alright, so she's swinging back against my body there. If I go this way, okay, I'm getting a reaction. Alright, seems to be in this area right here, by this tree here. Alright, let me go get my detector. Alright. Turn this on. I gotta really clean this thing up. Get a cover. This is getting all scratched up. Alright, if she was hidden up in this area. A lot of iron in the ground. Wait a minute. Make sure there's nothing else. She's good from that angle. A lot of iron trash in the ground. That could be make that jump. But she goes all the way up in the 80s and 90s. Alright. Alright. I hope that's not another zinc lid, because I hate them. Oh, there she is. There's a good little target right there. It's an old spoon. Old piece of silverware. She's been down a while. She's oxidized pretty good. She's oxidized pretty good. Well, that put me in a place where a relic was. See if there's anything else in the hole. That's nothing but a piece of junk wire. The scope wouldn't even hit that. It must have been that old spoon. I mean, I've had them hit it before. I'll take it. It's a relic at least. Make sure there's nothing else here. Now, I could just go back and rescope it again, but That's what it was. It was a spoon. Well, I was just walking along here. I was swinging my scope and everything, and I got a hit off in this direction here and everything. If you see what I was following right here, I'll show you and everything. Because if you look at the impressions right up through here, I was following this right here when I got the hit and everything. You can see like there's two dips in the ground right here and everything. And this is most likely like an old like wagon trail or like old road that comes through here and everything. These woods are actually full of old roads. But anyway, actually getting to the point. I was just swinging my scope along and everything, and got this hit over there and everything. I mean, it was really something and everything. It pulled kind of strong, so I figured I'd turn the camera back on and everything, and you know, go in for this hit too and everything. Kind of get it on camera. Yep, there it is. There's that hit. See that right there? It's locked on. Watch when I come past it. It's going to lock. See, look, it's staying in that one direction. Let's do it again. Make sure the hit is consistent. Yep, the hit's consistent. See, look, if I keep going past it, it stays locked in that direction. See, it was pointing that direction towards that big pine there. Now to see if it was past the big pine, I took a step over to here and everything. Placed my detector right along here, and I reshot my angle because, you know, triangulating in, I want to see if it's past the tree or on this side of the tree. And it stays right there locked in. See, there's the hit. And there's the hit. See, this one grabs pretty strong. I don't know what it can be. So then I came on over here, you know, just to make sure, because I know it's on this side of the pine tree now. I want to get me kind of like a line of bearing to how far on this side of the tree. So when you come across here again, there's the hit. See it? Locks onto it. Come back the other way. There's the hit. Move a little faster, it gets it. See? Every time it wants to hit it. So our triangulation and everything is going to be straight ahead on this side of the pine tree. So once again, I'm going to do my little boxing method. Starting to turn. See, it's pointing right towards this pine tree right here again. So I'm going to walk it in. Go around this way because I don't want my camera to hit this. Alright, it's pointing down right through here. So I'm going to walk in. I wouldn't recommend doing this here unless you're good at balancing. It wants to start turning that way. Alright, I've gone past it. See, there's my old road and everything. See right here? This is my old road. You can see the rut right here, see? This is the rut from the roads. Well, this rut here and this rut here. This is the old road that went right through here and everything. And I was down there on the old road. It was pointing right towards this pine tree right here. Over there, it crossed on this side of the pine tree. And when I took the third angle and everything, it crossed right there. So that tells me there's a hit over in here. Go back, get the detector, and make the recovery. I'm just surprised I haven't found any coins yet. Been out here before and everything, and found all sorts of silver and wheat pennies and everything. And I'm sure there's more out here. But anyway, this is a pretty good hit and everything. Maybe this is a coin. I don't know. It could be a shotgun shell. It does kind of hit like one. But we're going to find out. And I'm hoping my head is a coin because I need one. All right. Alright, it's not up there. Sometimes they false when you hit limbs. Check this on out. Move them sticks. That's too choppy. It sounds like a garbage signal. Dig it anyway because it does have that little squeal like a coin would have. That's not got us. That's a good signal. There's two targets here. That's where that stick was crossing over. So this is the impression from the stick that I just pulled up. See what this is. Now wait a minute. Yeah, baby, there we go. We got us a coin. Look at that. She's a buffalo nickel too. Look at that. You see that? She is a buffalo nickel. See if she's got a date on her. Wouldn't recommend scratching your coins on people, but we got to see if she has a date on her. No, this is going to be a no date. See if she has a mint mark. This is an old buffalo, Indian head buffalo. It looks like I nicked her with the tool when I was digging. See if she's got a mint mark. There's the bottom of the coin where it says 5 cents. That's where the mint mark should be. You know, I'll have to clean this thing up later. Can't really tell right now. But that is a beauty. See, that's an old buffalo nickel. Yep, it's a buffalo nickel. See, folks, this is living proof. The electroscopes work and everything. I just dug that up right there. That was a good signal too. See if there's anything else in that hole. Wait a minute, got something else. That's something else right here. What is that, a bone? Wait a minute. Automatic Lath Cutter Head Company. Alright, now I know for a fact the scope's not supposed to hit this. You see, it won't hit the blade because it doesn't pick up on iron or steel. And this plastic pearl-like handle, it won't hit either. But this little piece up here, that's going to be either brass or copper, that little tip right there. That's another reason why the scope would point here. There's two items here. So we got us an old pocket knife right here. And everything. And a buffalo head nickel in the same area. Thanks to the Model 20 scope. Now, always check your areas. Recheck, make sure there's nothing else. Nope, that certainly does it. Yep. It's always a good day when you find a buffalo nickel. Anyway, I'll let you know when I get my next target with the scope and everything, and we'll trace that one into. Well, I'm back again. I was walking through here. I mean, like I said already, I've worked this area, which is why you see the ropes and stuff over there. But that's before I brought the scope out here. I've pretty well covered this area and everything, but I keep getting a few scope hits here and there and everything, as you saw with the buffalo nickel and the knife and stuff, and the shotgun shell and stuff, but and the spoon. But anyway, I just got another hit over this way and everything. I know I worked out that direction already, but I didn't cover every square inch. I was just kind of like moving quick and everything. So, you know, without the scope with me that day and everything, I was just getting whatever I could and everything. But anyway, I got a hit right out this direction here and everything. And well, actually, I just want to show y'all and everything what the hit was and everything. You know, let's just go on out there and see about digging it up together and everything. Anyway, got my scope tuned to about 4.5 and everything. I'm leaving it on the gold setting and everything and all that. I can't seem to get anything under silver right now and everything. Might be because there's a lot of interference. I mean, this is a gold mining area too. They did mine gold and everything in the late 1800s, early 1900s here. You know, before it was bought by the university and everything. But there could be interference or something doing it and everything. I mean, I'm getting some faint hits that's being thrown off, so I'm switching to the gold setting, which I've had luck with finding silver and copper coins and all that stuff and everything under the gold even. But anyway, enough about that. Let me grab my detector and I'm going to start scoping and we're going to walk this thing in. All right. Anyway, like I said and everything, you know, I was just walking along here and I was scoping like this, see? Alright, get that balance going. See, balance perfectly. And there's the hit. See it starting to turn? It's locked on. It's pointing me that direction and everything. Straight ahead, there's a pile of rocks by a tree there and everything. And well, for the most part and everything, I know I've checked around that area a little bit, but I rushed through it. But anyway, we're going to step on over here. We're going to triangulate just a little bit better and everything. I mean, I just love these scopes and everything. I found so much stuff anywhere from Civil War bullets to gold rings to silver jewelry, silver coins. I found it all. You name it, I found it and everything with these. I also work for the ringfinders.com and I help them out and everything. You know, I use the scopes to find people's lost rings and everything. But anyway, you know, we're stepping over here and everything. I can see my tree right there and everything. and all that mess, and see the rocks around it and stuff and everything. But anyway, let's just scope this in and triangulate it. All right, there's the hit. Let's make sure we get it again. There's the hit. All right, antenna's jumping back and forth. Anytime it moves that, say I'm not moving my hand or wrist. There are targets within close proximity of each other. That's usually what I found. There is something out here. From that angle, I only got one. That means they were probably in a straight line. I've seen that happen before. But I'm going to shorten this antenna, walk in a little bit closer. And everything. Because it shot straight to that tree, but then it's shooting on this side of the tree. I mean, it's probably on this other side of the tree here. So, we're going to reshoot this again. Oh yeah, I'm getting a better signal now. All right, good. I like that. All right, we're going to walk this in. You can see some of the places I've dug already. All right, it wants me to go that way. All right, this tree, hope it's not under that tree. That was showing me multiple targets. Now it wants me to go this way. You see, I just love to do this here. And when I use the field scope, I do the same principle. All right. We seem to have a hit right in this area here. And there's a pile of junk there and everything. Oh, by the way, before I come over here and show you this and everything, let's come on over here and show you this thing. See this old fence right here? It was marking off an old well and everything. There's an old well right here that's full of all sorts of trash and debris, and it's like they used it for a pit. I don't know if there was their well for drinking water, or if it was a privy, because it's sunk in on all sides. It might have been their privy and everything, and they used it for their pit, trash pit eventually. But you got to be careful about those, especially when they're uncovered. You don't want to fall in them. But anyway, yeah, I think I was in this area here. Anyway. Good solid signal. Hold up, let me get this phone. Hey. I'm digging a hole, shooting a video right now. I'm shooting a video of my camera and everything. I was explaining on the camera and everything, you know, how the long-range locator works and stuff and everything, and now I'm answering my phone, and there. Actually, I guess this conversation, me talking to you, is going on the internet too. Actually, my camera is running right now, but okay. Actually, can I call you back though? All right. Sorry about that, folks, and everything. Everybody seems to want to call me today, but anyway, we seem to have a got the signal right in here. I got a signal here showing it right here. All right, let me get my little scraper. See what this is. All right, where the scope crossed. Ah, we got a nail. But I know for a fact those scopes don't hit those nails now. Yep. Got the roots I don't want to hit too hard. I don't want to break whatever's down there. Or it's the coin I don't want. Ah, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's why it hit it and everything. An old copper harmonica reed and everything. Just like coins are made out of copper and stuff and everything, it hit this too. There's an old copper thing. I'll clean that up later, see if it has any markings to try to find out who it is and everything. Because it looks like, yeah, it's got some markings. Lines are going around the edges of it. This may have a marking on it. It's a small little one. Looks like a child's harmonica. But anyway, that's a keeper. Actually, I love finding the old stuff like that. There's something else in the hole. That's why she hit so hard and everything from that distance. Just another nail. It wouldn't hit that. We're gonna do a little digging here. More nails. We'll also get them all out of the ground, so somebody else don't hit them when they come through a metal detector. But anyway, that harmonica reed's a pretty good find. It's not the coins I'm looking for, but like I said, I found a buffalo nickel. I'm happy with that. So, all right, here we go. The rest appears to be iron. Check this area. Harmonicas had 2 reeds. That's trash. If it's mixed in with this junk, I can't hear it. All right. Got us a piece of that fencing over there. Yeah, that's what that is, a piece of fencing. All right, that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't see the second one. All right, we're gonna put this up, okay? Because we got 2 hits. Remember how I said the scope was keep it about short like that? Remember how I said the scope looked like it was jerking? That usually indicates 2 targets and everything in close proximity. Now if that one was right there and it hit that one first, there's got to be another one out here somewhere and everything. Let's find out what it was. There's another hit. There it is. See, if you watch the antenna, look, it locked in. Move it back, stays locked on. There we go. Let it settle in. And when I go past the target, it starts locking in. It's kind of weak going this way, but when I come from left to right, it's strong. That normally indicates a copper target or a large piece of brass. Alright, so we're going to walk this in. Alright. Alright, this thing crossed right here. This is my area of interest. Put my little scopey up. Right in here is where I found the one target, but it was jumping. So this is my area of interest here. That's close proximity, about 10 feet apart. It actually crossed over here, but I'll dig this one just for fun. It could be something else. Move that. Move that and get a better signal. That rotted wood is all this is. Alright. What we got here? Oh yeah. We taking that baby. We taking that tool and everything. It's the back end to a pickaxe. That's got to go home with us. It's not what the scope hit. The scope doesn't hit that stuff. Used to have a pick there. You can tell where it broke off right here, because it was welded right there. Let's just lay this to the side real quick. Throw that back there. You know. We're gonna dig this. Even though I know my target it hit over there, but we're gonna dig this anyway. Ring to a can. Alright. Got a piece of wire is all this is. Piece of cable. Still not what the thing would have hit. Old trash lid, we'll get rid of that so it doesn't get hit again by anybody else or me later on if I decide to come back. I mean, I've had days where the scope hits good and other days where conditions were different. But either way, the scope does put me in an area where good stuff is. That's too choppy. This is where it worked. It came. There it is. There we go. What is that? Yeah, that's why the scope hit it. That's a piece of copper. Let's see if we can get something off of it. What was that, a little plate? Looks like a little tag or something. I don't know what that is, but it's copper. Piece of copper, heavy too. That would explain why the scope hit that too. Well, the scope's been dead on that one. And dead on that one down there. Fill this hole in. Oh wait a minute, I should have checked that hole. Ah. Anyway. Wait a minute, did I knock something out of the hole? Something right beside it. This might be trash. Yeah, that's a piece of trash. But we'll take it out of the ground anyway. Probably part of that mason jar lid. Yep, there's another part of it. All right. Getting another signal in the same area. That's why I love getting the trash metals out. Get the trash metals out, anything hiding in there, there's no more iron masking. See? Wait a minute, here we go. What we got here? Another one of those copper things. Another one of them. Oops, where'd it go? Well, it's not coins or anything, but it is copper, and it is what the scope's supposed to hit. And so that right there, gentlemen and ladies, is proof that the scope works. Make sure there's nothing else in the hole. What we got here? Oh, that's just iron can. Throw that down the well. I'm gonna come out here one day and I'm gonna empty that well out. Double check this area because there was something over there and right there. I knew something was funny about that because it was hitting double.